Today, I want to talk about some cool client results. Now, while I do guarantee privacy and anonymity for all my clients, I do have permission to talk about these specific things for a couple of them, 3 of them exactly. And I wanted to tell you about them here. The first one, just a second, let me make sure I'm right. There we go. The first one is a client who'd been with me for several weeks for something completely non-related, and she finally made the comment, I'm gaining a little bit of weight. Now, because I am not just an EFT practitioner, I'm an intuitive energy healer, I'm a psychic medium and clairvoyant, I'm an expert in the mind-body spirit connection. And so I immediately knew what the problem was, but it is much more powerful if she sees it. So I asked her the questions, and she suddenly realized that she was eating about 7 or 8 pieces of chocolate every evening before they went to bed. And yeah, I said, okay, get quiet. What are you really craving? And what she really wanted was for her partner to not sit and watch TV while she fell asleep on the sofa. She wanted to be held and cuddled. And this was a really compelling thing. And I said, okay, can you talk to him about this? And the next time I saw her, the following week, everything had changed. This was something that she was easily able to talk to him about. He was completely receptive to it. In fact, it improved the relationship for both of them. And guess what? She never craved chocolate again. It's been a while. So the second one, can you see how that might apply if you're having trouble losing weight? Emotional eating. Now, the second one is an opposite thing. It doesn't have to do with weight at all. Again, this is a woman, came to me for something else, and she made the comment that she was having trouble falling asleep. She was having some insomnia. And I'm looking at it and going, oh, yeah, I can see this is a relationship thing. But again, I wanted her to see it for herself because she wasn't. She just knew she had insomnia. What's different? Well, she'd been running later in the evening. Now, she had been a runner all of her life. A lot of times she would run in the morning or as soon as she would get off work. But she was finding that she wanted to run later in the evening. Or sometimes she would run a second time later in the evening, and that was keeping her from falling asleep. And I said, okay, why are you running late in the evening? That's not your pattern. And then she saw it. Her husband was trying to catch up on work, and he had recently begun going in his office in their home, closing the door and trying to catch up a little bit before he went to bed at night because he was so overloaded with work. It was keeping him from sleeping very well. And he didn't mean to shut her out, but guess what? Her father did this as a child when she was a kid. This was a pattern, and it was very triggering for her. It made her feel unloved, unwanted, shut out, abandoned. And I said, okay, you got to talk to him. He doesn't know this is causing you to feel this way. You didn't know it was causing you to feel this way. So she did talk to him, and she slept great that night. So they have reached an accommodation about that particular thing he was doing. Now, the third one is an interesting one. This is someone who had received a lot of help, a lot of improvement from a couple of my YouTube videos. Those are just tiny little bites of the huge transformation you get when you work privately with me. But this person made the comment, I want to work with you. I've been seeing a practitioner for a while now. I think it was about a year or so. And I want to do something different. So I ended up working with this person privately. And the transformation was absolutely miraculous, even to me. All of those old issues were resolved to the extent that some months later, this person's practitioner sent me an email and said, okay, I'm still seeing this person. They're completely different. I want to know what you did. What did you do? And this practitioner had that guy's permission to send me an email. So he and I met, and this practitioner, a lot of EFT practitioners come to me for help. A lot of therapists, doctors, nurses, a lot of people who are engaged in the healing arts themselves come to me for help. It's not unusual at all. This one ended up being a private client of mine. And again, remarkable transformational results. If you would like some real results for yourself, maybe it's time we had a conversation. This is a big commitment. But it starts with a conversation, just a conversation. So click above this video, learn a little bit more about it. I'll see you soon.